And we're back working on this differential on this 1972 Pontiac GTO 404 speed. And I already took it all apart, took it off the frame next to me to the left. I'll be working on the frame, as you can see, getting it nice and getting all the surface rust off of it, but that's besides the point right now. But the main focus will be this differential here. I just wanted to show you that I took it all apart. I removed the brake drums and the control arms, as you can see there. I laid everything there so you can see it. I had previously done a video on the front seal on the differential right there. That's why it looks clean, so you can watch that video there on my in my channel. So anyway, so that's why they look clean on the front, but everything else here is what I took off of this differential. Everything's off. The control arms, upper and lower, the brake drums, and you can see the brakes right there. Everything's intact, but we're gonna make this like new. When I replace everything needs to be replaced. I already have the brake shoes and the wheel cylinders and the brake hoses. And there's a sway bar that came out of it. This one was equipped originally with a rear sway bar, which is pretty cool. And this is a open diff, which is a non-posse unit, which is original to this car. So we're gonna leave it like that for now. Later on, if we want to get fancy, we can put a posse unit in it, or even a 12 bolt. This is a 10 bolt differential. And I just want to show you all that. We did get all kinds of goodies for it, but you will see. So the next step for this will be to get it nice and clean, wire wheel everything, get every ounce of dirt, rust, scale, 50 years of crud on it, and have it looking really nice and clean. And then we're gonna paint it. We're gonna make it look like brand new. I did notice that it had a pretty cool dab of paint up here, and it probably has to do with an assembly code or something like that, or maybe some paint markings. But anyways, I don't know whether it's true or not, but that's what's on there, and that's what that is. So anyhow, so that's what that looks like, and everything looks good as far as the steel brake lines right there. I went ahead and cleaned them up and shot some a little bit of black paint on it to keep them from and also to check them to make sure that they were good. So these are the original steel lines that go on there, and they're in real good shape, so I'm gonna keep them. And I checked them, cleaned them, sprayed them with paint. We're still gonna do a final coating of paint on this to preserve them, but they're original. So I'm gonna try to keep as much, I just throw it down there, as much as original as we can on this vehicle. There's the original brake hose that goes to the rear. I do have replacement brake hoses for the rear and for the front. We're gonna replace all the brakes and all the flexible hoses, which is 3 of them. And like I said earlier, we're gonna replace the brake shoes, the brake hardware, and the wheel cylinders. And we're gonna make this, I'm gonna paint it black, and we're gonna make it look really nice in preparation to go back on this chassis next to it that we're still working on, but that's on other videos. I do have some improvements on some upgrades on the suspension. I did acquire upper and lower A-arms for the rear aftermarket, and with urethane bushings, and also aftermarket for the front suspension, but I will show those as we get close to those videos. But for now, I just want to give an update on what's going on with this diff, and now that it's removed from the frame, and this is what it looks like. So we're gonna make it nice. So thanks for watching, and trying to do the best that I can. If this helps you in any kind of way, you let me know. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and some comments. Have any questions, you can comment, and I'll try to get to you as soon as possible. So you guys have a great day, and keep on hot rodding. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue to work on this 1972 Pontiac GTO 404 speed. This is the differential that came out of it. So today I'm going to go ahead and remove the brakes first, and then we're going to wire wheel this whole differential to make it look nice and clean, in preparation to get it nice and detailed and painted. We're also going to replace the wheel cylinders, the brake shoes, and we're going to assemble it and make it look like new. We already replaced the front yoke seal on the previous video. We're also going to replace the bushings here, and we're going to assemble the whole thing with the trailing arms and everything in preparation to put it on the freshly painted frame that we have there on the side. So bear with me as I remove this brake assembly in preparation of getting all this cleaned up and detailed. Here we go. This is going to apply for most General Motors vehicles of that era. This being a 1972. So I got my tools here with me. As I had previously showed on another video on a C10 truck, it's the two tools that I use to remove the brake shoes. It makes matters a whole lot easier. So I'm going to start right here. Okay, so with those springs out of the way, we can continue to remove parts. It's like a little washer that goes here that keeps these upper part of the brake shoes from coming out. And I would like to remind you guys that the big shoe, or the shoe that's got the most braking surface, always goes towards the back of the car. You know, so that's your primary, and then your secondary, that's what does the most braking, and most likely it's probably the one that gets worn the most. As you can see in this one's very thin right here. This one's a whole lot thicker. Okay, remove this special tool right there. Makes it a whole lot easier. Put the parts right there. Do this right. The other one on the other side. Right there. Then you can remove this. Open it up like that. Whichever way you can do it. Taking it apart is the easy part. Going back together so it takes more knowledge to get that done. Slide it out of the way. Everything kind of falls apart. There's a parking brake bracket that just hooks up on this little hook here on the brake shoe, and that's what the brake shoes look like with the spring here at the back, at the bottom, where the adjuster goes. So I'm going to leave that together for now, and I think I also would like to remove the parking brake cable, since we're going to be cleaning this up really good. Here's the bracket that goes in the middle there of the brake shoes. So I think we're going to remove that cable there, and also we're going to remove the wheel cylinder. We have new wheel cylinders for it, so we can clean all this up really nice and good. There's no leaks on the axle here, you know, so I'm not going to mess with the axle or the seal that goes there. That's nice and dry, so we're going to leave that alone. So remove this bracket from here. It just twists out of the way. That's where the parking brake cable will go. It just hooks right in there. Move that. What's tricky is to remove the parking brake cable, because it's got like little legs or little teeth that spread out right here, keep it from coming out of the backing plate. So I'm just going to fight with it a little bit. I've seen a trick on the internet, and I think I'm probably going to use it, to where you can put a hose clamp here and kind of bring the teeth or the little legs back together like this so it could slide out all the way. So I can try that. Let me get situated here. I was working off camera because sometimes this could be kind of a pain to remove, but I'll show you what needed to be done. What I ended up doing is to remove this parking brake cable. It's got like 3 little legs, and I'll show them to you in a minute. So I started pushing them through the hole one at a time till they get through the hole, and I'll show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. This right here is the 3 little legs that you can push it right through the hole and it locks in place. To unlock it and pull it out through the hole, you have to push these little legs. You need to press them in and press them through the little hole. And you can do one at a time. They kind of angle it to one side, do the second one, and then, but you got to do all 3 of them for it to come out with no damage. Okay, so there's our parking brake cable. Set that on the side. Now the wheel cylinders got 2 bolts here in the back, and you can't see, but I'm gonna remove them here quickly. You need to keep all this hardware together because you gotta reuse it. And these little bolts are kind of specialized little bolts that they're kind of short. Look like that. 2 of them per side. So we'll put that to the side. We're gonna save that. And we're gonna remove the wheel cylinder. Looks like it's been here for a long time. Just stuck in there. And there it is. We do have new wheel cylinders. I'm just gonna put this to the side as reference. There's the back part of it, and there's your bleeder, and that's where your steel line goes right here. Maybe too much information, but I just wanted to show you what I'm doing in detail. Okay, so now we got all this kind of bare, and now we can clean it up. Okay, so now that I have, oh, the spider came back, and there it is right there. You see it? It just went around right there. But anyways, now that I got this side done, I'm gonna undo the other side off camera because it's just a repetition of this side, so you probably don't need to see that and be bored with it. So in preparation of getting this cleaned up, I'm also gonna knock these out right now. And I think I'm just gonna knock the, you know what, out of them with a big hammer, and they should just slide out this way. So let me prepare for that. Get my big hammer and maybe some penetrating oil to put around the edges there to make sure that that thing slides right out. It's been there since original, I'm sure, 50 years. So let's see how hard is. What is it gonna do? Get this parking brake out of the way. Let's see how that's gonna treat us. Let's go ahead and get some lubricating, penetrating oil there and there, and we're gonna just knock the living daylights out of it that way, and hopefully we'll knock it off this stand here. Well, let's see what it's gonna do. That's what it looked like. It goes to the upper A-arms for the diff. And we have new ones, and we'll do that on another video. Once we get all this cleaned up in detail, I'm gonna show you the new parts for this. Right now, we always keep the old parts for reference in case we need to match, or in case there's a issue with the parts being different or anything like that. Don't throw anything away till you're done. So much for that. So let me get this ready for the wire wheel. Okay, we're just gonna go at it And we're going to use our trusty wire wheel here. Pretty aggressive wheel. You have to be real careful with it, because if it gets hung up on something, he's going to kick back really hard. Very careful with that as you use it. I got my glasses on, and I'm going to take it easy and just start getting stuff off of it. So let's start right here where it's all nice and nasty. I was afraid of that. Well, that's that. Let's continue. On the grinding, all this grease is left over from the leak that it had on the front pinion seal. Well, I'm going to clean all that up the sketchy way. All this is going to fly out everywhere. Why not? Well, that's 95% of the work there. I still gotta go back and get into this little crevices there in areas where I couldn't get with that big wire wheel. It started to rain over here pretty hard. I'm getting a little rain inside the shop here, but not a big deal. So I'll probably do the last 5% off camera, get all this detail work done, and then we'll get back. Let me turn this fan off so you can hear me better. You can hear the rain on the tin roof here. Like I was saying earlier, I'm probably gonna end up removing these bolts and getting behind and clean these bolts real good and get behind this cover real good without disturbing the gasket. So need to get behind all these little areas where I couldn't get before. So probably by the time I get the video back on, it's when we're ready to paint this and detail it and put it all back together along with the brakes and everything else. So for now, this is where we're gonna stop. So I'll see you on the next clip. And here we go, guys. I wanted to show you now that this differential is nice and clean and shiny, almost shiny. We took off every rust, everything, every speck of grease and everything. I wanted to show it to you before I spray it black, because I'm getting ready to spray it. Here you can see the detail on it. I'm gonna get kind of like a close-up. See how clean that is, all with the wire wheel and some wire brushes and stuff like that. I got 99% of the stuff out of there. I know there's some of the crack and crevices, it was hard to get to, but I'm getting ready to paint it. So I wanted to show you what it looks like. Nice and clean and degreased, ready to go back on the chassis frame on this 1972 Pontiac GTO 400 4-speed. So let's go ahead and get this started. Today's after the rain. It had rain and stormed a whole lot, but the weather's looking better. The birds are chirping and singing, as you can hear in the background. So let's get this painted, and then we're going to install all the brakes on it and brake lines and all that stuff, so you'll see that as well. So let me set this camera up. Here we go. And gently and slowly, I'm still gonna get paint on my fingers tips here. I just want to make sure that it doesn't fall out on me like it did the last time on the last video. Let it kind of just turn and swing. Oh, it's not gonna work out on this side neither. I have to scoot that over. Whew. Here we go again. Where am I gonna grab it from? From here? Nope. I'm afraid this thing's gonna flip on me. Let me go back this way. I think that worked out better. I almost lost it before. And I just need to touch up the areas here where it's contacting the jack stands, but I can do that once it's installed in the vehicle or once I get it off over here. Okay, let me continue on that side. Start on this side. I took off the bolts from the differential cover and was able to get them real nice and clean, and I was able to get really good behind those bolts and around those edges. Give a little extra paint there, protection. This is the original cover, as far as I can tell. Not even a ding or anything on it, so I'm really happy about that. It looks really nice. Don't really need this tool. Get that out of the way. We're going to do the backing plate here for the brakes. Do the axle. Get nice and clean, nice and painted. Make it look good. Like brand new now. Better than factory. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I'm taking a quick look and see if I miss any areas. I think I got everything. Pretty happy with it. I think I'm just gonna go with that. It is true how they say about painting, preparation is what takes the longest and is what's most important. It holds true for anything that you paint. Right now it's kind of glossy, but it's gonna dry to a matte finish. And there we go. The backing plates look like brand new. All that looks really nice. Not even a speck of dirt on this diff. Getting ready to put the upgrades that I'm going to be doing on the suspension, and you'll be able to see here on the next videos. I already got all the parts for it. Well, except the springs. The springs are still coming, but maybe by then I would have everything ready. And you can see right here where it's kind of drying. My hands are full of paint. Right here where it's dull, but it's actually, that's how the finish is going to be when we're done with it. So this is still wet. It's about to dry that way. It looks really nice. Really happy with it. All the detail and all the hard work of getting this thing wire wheeled and rust free. That's really what it took me hours to get it that way. And that's what it looks like on this side, real nice and beautiful. I'll show you on this side as well. Like I said, the rear cover here is original, and it doesn't even have a ding on it. It's a 10-bolt rear end. So I'll get a close-up. Oh, there you go. You can really see the finish on it. There it is, focusing better. All the little tabs, like for the brake lines right there, they're still on, and they're in real good shape. So the brake lines are going to go on there on the original tabs. And the other ones, or right there and right there, so they're going to hook up in the proper place. And to see the detail on it. It looks really beautiful. And it's drying to a matte finish. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank all my new subscribers for watching all my videos. And hopefully, I was able to bring some insights into some of this work. And my motto is, the right way of doing it is whatever way it works for you. So if it works for you, that is the right way of doing it for you. You're the one that's going to be riding in your car, and you're the one that's going to be dealing with whatever you've done. So if it works for you and your budget permits it, it's good. So if I was able to help you with anything, please let me know in the comments. So other than that, keep on watching. We'll be doing the brakes here next, and I'm probably going to put it together with this video. I'm not sure. So for now, you have a great day. If you enjoyed this video and you got something positive out of it, please like and subscribe. Thanks for sticking until the end. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.